So SDS just finished up the feature premiere on franchise mode for MLB The Show 25, and this is all of the new news. First off, if you want more of a deep dive, check out my video from a couple of days ago on the deep dive trailer. But let's get the bad news out of the way first. There's no online franchise for MLB The Show 25. I don't know when it's going to come back or if it's ever going to come back, but it's not in this year. Outside of that lack of feature, I am excited about the changes coming to franchise mode this year, and they look really great. It looks like the two main focuses for this year were under the hood logic changes, which is very needed, and changes to offseason and free agency. Ultimately, whether or not logic works in MLB The Show completely determines whether or not franchise works, because if it doesn't, then franchise is going to be broken, and it seems like they went a long way to fix some of the glaring issues. The big thing they focused on this year is the offseason and free agency. This is what it looks like. You prioritize 3 players, and every team in the league is going to be doing the same thing. Prioritizing 3 players, picking and choosing players to take off the board every week, and making contract offers. MLB The Show now has fog of war. You will not know what teams are going after free agents until after you've been negotiating with them for a certain amount of time, or sometimes you just won't be able to figure it out at all. You also will not be able to know what those other teams are offering the free agent. You're going to fight week by week to increase the amount of motivation free agents have to sign with your team before determining when you want to make a contract offer. Offer a contract too early, you might lose the player. Offer the contract too late, he might sign somewhere else. They also showed off player agents reaching out to you to say that that player is interested in signing with your team, and the now and later signing option where a free agent you're going after is close to signing with another team and you have the opportunity to jump in for one last contract offer. They also showed this off, which is a rival opportunity. Sometimes a team in your division or a rival team will be close to signing a free agent, and you can jump in and try to steal a marquee free agent from a rival. I mean, that's super dope. They also told us that player salary expectations will be dynamic and move throughout the offseason. So if a player is getting higher contract offers, they'll increase their expectations. And if a player hasn't signed until late in the offseason, they might start to panic and their contract expectations might plummet. Kind of like we saw Blake Snell or Cody Bellinger a couple years ago. They've done a lot to impact players' value. As you can see here, Kyle Tucker in this offseason signed a 10-year, $39.7 million deal with the Dodgers. And that's an important note. Big market teams are really going to push free agency forward, which is more realistic to real life. You're not going to see Juan Soto signing with the Pirates anymore. They've also adjusted trade value, so now players' defensive ability is included in trade value, and then their contract and age and other things will severely impact whether or not you can trade for a player. They've also adjusted player models and jersey fits. You can see jerseys look a lot more realistic on how they fit players this year. And then finally, some quality of life changes. There's now recent game logs and draft information on player cards. Scouting in the draft has been adjusted. There will be less first-round relievers and closers now. This is just skimming the surface, but franchise looks great.